It's Thursday evening, just walk over from the homestead estate of the railway bridge on this little path here. There's loads of hostas. Somebody's planted just right next to the railway line here. And now we're going to have a little walk along. Lots of nettles here, so be careful. You can see all the blackberries. Well, here. So it's nice for an evening. It's not hot or anything. There's a little bit of a breeze. You can see the sort of electrification lines there on the railway line. And there's a little bit of a path there that blocks the road. So the road starts again here, and just at the end of this section is the road there. So there's like a path, which means you can't drive all the way through. But this bit's, of course, very narrow. Yeah. So people have sort of got the house, a bit garden, and then sometimes, if they're bothered, they'll also like garden a little bit just outside the house, next to the railway line. Somebody here's got a little greenhouse and a garage building on that land. There. Yeah. Big trees and that, yeah. If you head up that way, it takes you up to the church, St John the Baptist Church, up that way. Somebody's made some little seats and a table out of an old tree trunk there, like a feature. And they've blocked the window up, look at that, that's a bit funny, isn't it? Wonder why they've done that. Yeah. So we're going to go down this little bit of road here to the right. There'll be a few cars going down it, but once we get past this little section, it'll be quiet again. But look at the lovely flowers and everything. Somebody's like made their garden around the, the window boxes and hanging baskets and lovely displays. Little tiny bit of lawn, look. So much different colour, and it sort of looks wild, but it's not, because it's like, it's tended to. There's no weeds or anything, it's all a fantastic amount of colour and textures. You know, the leaves, look at the red on the leaves of that, yeah. Amazing, that, like cottage. I mean, it's a very old looking cottage as well, isn't it? It's a little cottage, what they've done with the garden there. Yeah. So it's just a little different part of Menston in West Yorkshire. I wonder what they've been doing to the road. Must have had a temporary road closure there. Yeah, all houses are different here. Yeah, so we just get down here now. The road goes off to the right over the railway bridge there, and then heads down towards the sort of start of Building Wharfdale. But where it comes out where the Catholic Church is, St Thomas More and John Fisher Church down there. But what we're going to do is just take this Clarence Drive on the left, which takes you out past a lot of interesting houses and then actually out into sort of country fields. We'll just have a little look down there, see what's happening. Yeah, so a lot of the houses have got like a little parking area additional to the main drives and garages and that themselves. I mean, there's a lot of parking area there, isn't it? Yet we've still got this here. So, yeah. So the road goes on quite a bit. There's all different types of houses here with their own roundabouts and all that. Yeah. That house has got 4 cars, I think, and a caravan or something I can see. So they built this like new dry stone wall here, and it's sort of it's like a little plantation, quite new trees they've put in behind it. Not sure why. But maybe they just wanted a little bit of something different in the big garden they've got. Yeah. So that ends there. There's a fence going up there, yeah. We're still close following the railway line along. Just see the train back going past. So there's more, once you come to here, there's no more houses on this side, it's just fields and hills. So it's just opened out now, and away you go into the countryside, whereas on this side there's a few more big houses, like a handful more, before it just becomes countryside on both sides. Got the kind of castling on the top of that one, a bit like Church Lane sort of thing, where we used to live. Yeah. We haven't seen any rabbits yet though. So we're coming now just to the end of the road, and it just turns into a public footpath after that. But you've got to wonder who's responsible for all this, sort of maintaining all the trees along this route. There's a lot of them along here. That's the last house there, and then it becomes a public footpath just here. That's the last house. Yeah. So we just walked through the kissing gate there, and then we're on the public footpath now. And then what they've done is, I think relatively recently, they built this sort of corral thing here. But very quickly I had to put all gravel down. It seems to have got vegetation growing in it. See all that green in the little corral thing. So there's another little gate here, and that's it. You're just in the field with the sheep and that now, and that's it. That's the countryside. Of course, we've still got the railway line. It's on an embankment along this little section, so it's raised up a bit. And the sheep are just here, look, so we can go and say hello to the sheep, Alice, can't we? There you go, so it's just open countryside now, and away you go. Onto the hills, or whatever you want to do. The sheep don't seem to be bothered by it, do they? So the public footpath goes that way. That goes like along the edge of the. In fact, I think there's a. You can just go in that. Maybe we'll just go in that tunnel under the railway line. And back up. The sheep are not bothered. Busy just eating now. That's all they're interested in, eating the grass. Yeah, just a little cattle arch, but used also as a public footpath. So underneath the railway embankment. That will go this way. So yeah, so we'll go up here. Ooh, there's lots of cows in it. The footpath there. Well, we were going to walk up that way, but there's quite a lot of cows and that up there, don't we? Fancy walking past cows. If people are walking down that way, maybe we'll just go down there. See where we get down. Yeah, I think if we just go down here, take us to some housing estate, the top end of Berlin Wharfdale, and then we'll just cut back up the A65 and things there. It's not that far. There's a little stream here we've just come to, but it's obviously like lots of pollution from the cows and things coming down here, poaching the stream back. We'll just come and get a drink. They've actually made a bit of progress coming in this direction now, the cows. I can hear the train beeping, so we'll see if it comes along. Watch the cow pat, Alice. Yeah. Oh, there's loads of these gates everywhere. Hey. We just come for one just there. There has to be so many gates. We've got maps and things here. So I think we've just climbed up onto what was the original embankment for the branch that came off this railway line just here and took you to Otley. So isn't it stupid they got rid of that, because you could have went from Otley to Ilkley on the train dead easy, and also would have connected to that line which also takes you to Leeds or Bradford. So you could have got from Otley to Leeds, Bradford, Shipley, Ilkley and everything off that line. And of course with the beaching cuts they got rid of it. Stupid when you think about it now. It would have been brilliant line, brilliant connection for Otley, but now they've got to rely on buses and things, and you know, it's, yeah, a bit silly, but there you go. Would have been a brilliant line, yeah. So now we're on the embankment and we can look down on the houses on that side. So this will take us, we can get off the embankment where it meets the A65, and then we can head back up towards our house from there. So just a bit further along this embankment you can see down, somebody's got like a little pond in the garden there, but they've also got a hot tub as well. Well, it looks, I don't know if it's used or what, but yeah, we've got that there. Yeah. So you can hear the road now. We're just pretty much at the A65. So we'll just drop down to that and then we'll walk back up towards our house. Road's just here. Go. So the original embankment must have went over in that direction, and away it went and off to Otley. Well, we've just sat out across the road. There's an unbelievable bird noise coming from this area, but it's stopped now. But we're going to go in here, and there's an old cemetery in here as well. Go and have a little look at that. Just wander through this way up. There's different routes you can go, but you can get back up onto the embankment again and follow that line into Otley if you want to walk that way. But we'll just veer off that to this old cemetery, which is disused, I think, but still here, and you can walk around it. Let's have a little walk across here. And that one looks a bit more modern, but yeah. Well, I mean, I'll say it looks modern. Died 1920. You know, that's well preserved, isn't it? That, yeah, no, it's all disused. Yeah. That one's 2010. Yeah. I think there is a little Commonwealth War Graves section here somewhere as well. Just the main entrance to it, just there. Don't know where the Commonwealth War Graves bit is. Could be up here. That's the sort of main entrance there. Just behind the cemetery there's an aviary, well, you know, like beehive. Is it called an aviary? That's for birds, isn't it? What's Beehive Place called? Anyway, place where there's loads of beehives to keep in. There's a couple you can see there. They've got a little notice on about, like, you know, we don't like Asian hornets. One of them could kill an entire hive. So, yeah, so this is just down from our house. Our house is a bit further up that way. This thing. Yeah. Little seats here and some ornate features. Of course, there's not a market because I think there's like a dog hotel, pet hotel there. The pets will go on holiday and all that. Yeah, it does say, look, yeah, Coworth Wargraves, yeah, somewhere there. So it's called God's Acre Cemetery. That's cool. So we just live in that direction, just up there. There's a little sign telling us that you are coming into Menston. It's hidden, of course, by the reduced speed now sign. I don't know why they've done that for, but yeah, there's the Menston sign. So here's an old stone trough here. So there's a couple of routes we're going to take and just coming off. I mean, our house is just up there, but we're going to go through this way. We could have went through the Halstead estate down there, but we'll go through this way for a change. Just a little footpath. And that's actually the first house on the Homestead estate there. Little cottage. And then beyond that, the first couple of properties are actually empty. They're just gardens. So you can see that this bungalow just has a little route into the gardens in there, and then the empty plots. So they must just use these empty plots. There's two empty plots where there should be houses. They're just used as gardens, extended gardens, and that there's greenhouses there and all sorts for that first little bungalow. So it's like an investment in a way, because they could just sell those plots and have houses go on them if they wanted to. And you can sort of see a little bit of the lawn in there. Yeah. And then these are the back of the houses on the Halstead estate. So we've got this little path that goes between the two estates. So we've just come through the little gate, and you can see the Mormon church spire there straight ahead. But we're on the Homestead estate now. Just come through that side entrance. And this is quite a new house they've built here. Gets the sun in the evenings on the front of that house, same as ours, same direction as ours. Yeah, so the front of the house gets the sun in the evening, summer evenings. Tuesday afternoons, free food. Some more oranges to go with ones you've got to take. Got the packs of leeks, some little gem lettuces. Then we've got these legal white potatoes, and then some King Edward potatoes. And then gigantic crumpets, massive. I mean, look at this. That's my hand. They're massive square. And then another pack there. And then loads of these green beans. There's organic ones. There's ordinary ones. Some chestnut mushrooms. And then a big bag of white mushrooms as well. There are those. And then in here there's a big bag of pastries, different types, croissants and things like that. And then there's another bag of them here as well. Got a few in that bag. Yes, there's like a bag there and a big bag there. Some pastries, some more avocados, a couple of lemons, some tender stem broccoli, and chocolate pancakes. I don't know what that's about. Chocolate pancakes. So yes, that's alright, isn't it? All that stuff.